Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Cassie aka NubianRockChick, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a married mother of two and an illustrator in the UK, and this is my studio that I have here at my home. Right guys, it's Monday in the studio and I've had a little tidy around. It's about the third week that the husband and the children have been home and we've been doing this lockdown, and quite frankly I'm over it. Not because I'm stressed about staying at home per se. That bit everyone has to deal with and we're getting on with that part. I'm not alone in that. Everyone in the world is doing the same thing. I'm quite frankly over going to bed late, waking up late and being out of my structured thing that I had set up for myself before all this started. So today it's Monday. My watch is on upside down. It's Monday, and you know I love fresh starts, and you know when I'm fresh starting I like to clean, which is what I did today. So now I feel like it's Monday, we're resetting, because I'm over it. I have been doing, hold on a second guys, it's taken me ages to put this on. I made an effort to get dressed today. I've put some makeup on and I am being positive and starting afresh today. Now before all this started, I was doing so well in my diary guys. I was filling it out every day, I was going back to it, I had plans set up, and all of this kind of just set me back a little bit. I'm a very motivated person, but sometimes it is easy for me to fall out of motivation, especially when I have whilst I'm not blaming him, but when I have hubby home, I kind of like slow down to his pace, because obviously he works hard when he's out of work, so whenever he's at home that's his chill time and time to relax. So when he gets home for a long period of time, he kind of, that's his chill time, and then I kind of slow down to fall back into his mode. I find it much easier when there's no one around, obviously, to kind of interrupt me, and I kind of feel like when the family are home I want to join in whatever they're doing, but obviously I can't keep doing that for the remainder of the lockdown, because I still have to work and get on with things, and I still want to be productive. Even though things are inevitably a bit quieter, I still could be using this time and utilising this time to my advantage, because I don't have to do things like get up and take them to the school run, or I don't have to do breaking midway through to go and get them, and other things that would interrupt my day if we was doing normal working routine. So yeah, I was doing so well writing in here. Probably March is just not all filled out pretty much. Yeah, that's where I started to fall off, which is when we were told to stay home. So it is the 13th of April. Like I am normally, for example, in a new year, it takes me some time to wind up, to get going. I've had my little phase of everyone's home and kind of wallowing in it, and I think I'm ready to come out of that now and try and get back to being productive, because I just don't like, even though I used to love it, I am a night owl. I like staying up, and I sometimes do my best work in the middle of the night, but as time has got on, as I've got older, staying up, it's just not for me now. The time I go to bed anyway on a usual day before this, it still is late compared to some, but we've been going to bed excessively late, like I'm talking 3-4 o'clock. It just puts me in a bad mood. I can't get up in the morning. Mornings start about 11 o'clock. So lunchtime is breakfast, and then dinner becomes lunchtime, and so on. So I'm just over that. I just don't want to be grumpy. I don't want to be not productive anymore. There's 3 weeks of my time that I could have spent productively. However, though, I'm not going to put myself down for being in that phase, because you know it's understandable, a lot of change, everything's going on in the world, so I think that was just my time for processing what's been happening, and for me just to kind of get, you know, wind up to how the way new things are going to be working. So I think it's actually technically Easter holiday for the kids, so this is the second week of Easter holiday. So they're not doing any schoolwork this week, so I think this is a good time to kind of set myself into a positive mode, get some good habits going, and then get things organised for when the kids go back to doing some schoolwork next week at home. So there's some structure. I need structure, I've said this before, and whenever things are a little bit chaotic or don't feel right, it's because I've lost my structure in the way I do things, and there hasn't been any. So yeah, I've been slowing down to kind of to the pace of my husband, who hasn't been able to go to work. So he is using his time to enjoy things that he would never get to do if he's working 5 days a week. But that is not productive for moi, because I work at home. This is my normal setup. I always work at home, so I have to be productive, even though the rest of the household are now staying home. Doesn't mean that I'm on holiday. So today I have cleaned up, which I've said before 1,000 times. I've cleaned up. I feel fresh, I feel lighter in my mind. Things are organised, I know where things are, and I'm going to write out in here what I want to achieve this week. I'm not going to go too crazy, but I'm going to just kind of start trying to get back on top of things. So let me just quickly show you what I've changed around. So I've been tidying up as normal, what you do when you tidy up, clean all the surfaces, but I've moved a few things around. Before, this had some A4 envelopes, padded envelopes, and it was just not a good use of the space because it was hanging over. And even though I got my dad and my husband to put these shelves on, they're not as sturdy as I would like, but because this is PVC, so we can't really drill into it too much, so they're not as stable as I'd like to use them how I want to use them. But I think it's still a great addition to the studio, so I can, because everything is PVC or window, it's really hard for me to get shelves and put or walls to put artwork on. So I've just taken off the padded envelopes, and I've put some artworks that were hidden behind here, because before they were seen, but I added this into the mix and then they were hidden. So I thought this would be a better use for them. These are some artworks that I've ordered. This one's from Dorcas Creates, from a UK artist, and these ones are American artists, illustrators. I'll put on the screen when I can't think of it right now. That one is Don't Touch My Hair, Please Don't Touch My Hair. I can't remember the exact name, but I'll put them on the screen. So those are some artworks from other artists, and this is a photograph that I took on holiday, and I made a negative of it and reversed the image, and that's how it came out, and I really like it. That's why I have that up there. There was another painting up there. No, there was Hustle. Actually, I've put the Hustle here just to remind me that I am a hustler every day, grinding. These are all attached by, when you see them on the PVC, they are attached by command strips. But that one, where the Hustle one was, they were swapped around, but one of them had fallen off, so I've just taken it off and just placed this here anyway, because I use this shelf for that, and placed that one there so you can see it, so no artwork is being hidden. That's another artist piece that I ordered from America. I don't know why my brain's not thinking of all the names, but I'll put that one on screen as well. I just need to buy a frame for that one. And I moved the what is this? I moved the salt lamp light over here, because where it was, I would never put it on because it was too hard to get to the switch. So I've put this on, I put this over here so I can put it on every day when I'm in the office. I don't think you're supposed to put salt lamps near technology. Obviously that doesn't stay on all the time, but I'll check that. Hopefully it won't do any damage, as long as it's not on maybe whilst the machine is on. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so I am going to do some organising, and I'm really happy. The studio's tidy, it makes my mind refreshed, and yes, I'm going to get on with it. What time is it? It's 4:30. It's Monday. I'm going to do some organising. I'm not going to necessarily do some work today because it's late, and I think I'll just start afresh tomorrow with some planned goals. Hopefully the kids and hubs don't come into the office and start messing it up with all the tidying that I've done. So I will catch up with you tomorrow, guys. We shall start doing our list, our to-do list for the week. Oh, morning guys, it's Tuesday in the studio, and I'm gonna clear my throat. It's Tuesday in the studio. Please excuse my shirt. I did iron it, but I went to lay back down on my bed and this is the result, and I'm not ironing it again. So I'm gonna be walking around with the crease shirt all day. So today, now that we've tidied, we've planned, I've tidied up the kitchen a bit as well. I did all the top, you know, I don't know about you guys, but the tops of the shelves of cabinets and fridges, I always just, we just always find something to put on it, and it just gets chaotic up above the shelves. So I decided to take some time out yesterday after finishing in the studio to tidy up the tops of the cabinets. So they're all tidy, so I feel a bit good. You know how I like a little bit of a tidy session. So today, let's open up in my little book. Today I want to start doing some illustrations for the May sub packs. I've got a good amount of days before they have to be up. So I'm going to look for some inspiration, see what I want to draw. I want to try and draw things that are suitable for the current situation at the moment. So maybe things, some illustrations like reading a book or watering plants, or I don't know. I'm going to have a little think, just so that they're useful for their packs this month, and it kind of goes with what they might be doing at the moment. This is the kind of problem that I always come into when I plan time to be creative, because I'm just such an off-the-cuff person, and I just like to create on the go, and whatever comes to my mind at the time. I just like to draw and be free. I don't like to be too rigid, and when it's too rigid and structured in terms of creating and painting, I do find that I get kind of art block. But we shall see, because I want to be productive, and that's what I have planned in for today. I've given myself 2 to 3 days to be creative anyway. Sorry, that's my son. Please excuse my son screaming in the background. He's playing a video game, and I don't understand why he feels the need that he has to scream to himself for the whole time he's playing it. Okay, so my hands are nice and clean. Sorry, that's what I was doing. I was cleaning my hands. Gotta keep them moisturized. All this washing your hands get super dry. So now I'm going to try and be creative. Wish me luck. guys, taking a break from painting. Well, I pretty much finished anyway, but the kids wanted to go for a bike ride, so we're doing a bit of walk. I went and changed into my hoodie and some jogging bottoms because I despise being cold. So we're just walking along the path. In the UK they said it's okay to go out for an hour, get some exercise if you're doing a walk, so that's what we're doing. I never ever go for a walk with these guys because I hate being outside and I don't like being cold and I find it gross and everything. But I'm doing it today because, you know, you're not going to get this kind of family time ever again where we're going to have this much time with each other once they go back to school and work. So we walking.
We walking.
We walking.
Walking like it's talking.
This is what is classed as scenery around where we live. But at least there's a space and a path. Enjoy some moderate fresh air. That is a motorway over there. So I don't know how, a freeway as you might say in America. So the air is moderately clean. Hi guys, we're back in now from our walk, and I'm finished my drawing because it's just quite a simple thing that I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is I've drawn someone sitting at a table and she has got her hand up ready to eat, and I've drawn some selection of simple foods, not going too crazy. I just want to decorate the bowls. And then my idea is to cut them out and then digitally change them onto the table so she's eating different meals. So that's like breakfast, lunch and dinner. So what I'm doing now is I've got the pencils out and I'm just like adding some markings to give it a little bit of texture. It's not a crazy fancy painting today. I thought it might be handy at the present time, but also in the future, because it should, if it comes out right, donate, you know, breakfast, lunch and dinner somewhat. So yes guys, I will catch up with you tomorrow. The lights there, the sun's just gone down, so I've got the lights on, so I'm not going to continue recording because it's going to mess with the light, but I've done the bulk of the painting anyway. It was just a quick one, and I will share with you tomorrow how I edit this one. I'll catch up with you tomorrow guys. Hi guys, I'm back in the studio. I finished that painting. I put some tracing paper over this image and then I drew some food that she'd be eating, so I did 3 different kinds. Okay, just waiting for my computer to load. So I've just been tidying the house, done the normal duties, and now I'm in the office. It's 1:30, late for me, but you know, it's what we got to do. We do what we can do. But if you can hear a noise in the background, that is my husband in the garden exercising. In this room, it used to be our little home gym, and we have a what are they called, pull racks. We have a special rack that has a pulley system on it. And we set it up in the garden as we're stuck at home and he can't get to the gym, and we're having some really nice weather lately, so it was ideal to put it in the garden. So that's what he's using. I finished that one, which I need to just edit, and I just started sketching another one, which is, can you see, a woman who is drinking some tea. She's in her pajamas with her little hair bonnet on. You can see that I'm really sketchy. I'm really sketchy. Okay, yeah, so it's loaded up. What I did was I've scanned it in. I always do minimum of 600 dpi. and then I cut out the background, because when you scan in, it's obviously going to have all this background, so you need to digitally take that out. You can use the select tool, or you can just use a rubber and go around the image and carefully delete everything. Anyway, so I deleted the background, and what I did was I cut out the food. So I moved the images around. So that's her breakfast, this is lunch and dinner. So I've just got a few things to do, like add some shadows in, and the book is from a different illustration that I just cut out, and it fits the dimensions and proportion of this image. And the reason why I have a blue background is just so I can see if there's any stray bits of paper that I haven't deleted from the background, but everything's fine, because I like to have my images in white. And then all I need to do is add a slogan on her t-shirt. You guys on Instagram have given me some great suggestions. Currently my favourite one is nom nom, so I'm going to put that on there digitally. I've got a few orders in my store, so I just need to cut some stickers because my shipping date is on a Friday. Let me tell you what happened last Friday, guys. Last Friday was Good Friday, and I completely forgot about the fact that it was a public holiday, a religious holiday, and all the shops, all the important things were closed, like the post office. So I got up, dressed up on a Friday morning, ready to go on my weekly outing. Got everything all ready. Oh, I need to send an email, that reminds me. Got everything ready, and the post office was closed, so I had to go on Saturday. And the reason why that creates a problem is because because I do business post, it's they have a special process, and once you start that process for the day, that means you have to officially drop that post off on that day, or they're going to charge you even if you don't. And even if you don't drop it off, you'll still get charged. So just talking to you guys has just reminded me I need to go and talk to them about that. So I'll catch up with you in a bit, otherwise I will forget, literally. I need to do that. Bye. That's the end of the vlog for this week. Thanks for watching if you've made it to the end. I know it was a bit of a chatty one this week. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press like. I'd love for you to subscribe and be part of my YouTube family. I hope you all are staying safe,
and I will see you on the next one. Bye.